Hello friends, this is Manoj Deshwal and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to tell you about a most important part of C Sharp which is related to OOPS concept, and this is what is encapsulation, what is inheritance, what is polymorphism and what is abstraction. So in this video, I am going to tell about all four these statements and also how to implement these four statements in our real scenarios. So let me go to my Visual Studio. So here I have a blank console application. Okay. So first we will talk about what is abstraction and what is encapsulation. For that, let me create a class and let me give a name of the class is order. Let me make it public. And in this order class, let me create some properties. First one is order number and another one is order value. Let me make it complete. And also third one is order country. So we have three properties of this particular class. Let me also create some functions here. First one is public string create order, and it will return some random string like order created. Let me also create another function public bool validate order value and return true. The main implementation will go here. Let me also create another function like public bool validate order country. Now also let me copy these two lines over here. So till now we have an order class which is containing three properties and three functions. So let me tell you what is abstraction. So for example, for this particular order class, we have three properties and three methods or three functions. So right. So what is required for any module or for any application, or what is the essential part which we need to expose for any module or application? This is abstraction. So in simple words, what is necessary or what is essential for any module, that is abstraction part, right? Let me create an object of this particular class in program module. So now I'm going to tell you what is encapsulation here. So let me fill the properties first. Like order number is 1 2 3, order dot order value, let's say 1000, and order dot order country is India. So I have given values to all three properties, and let me access the functions one by one. The first one is create order, second one is validate order value, and third one is validate order country. Simple. We have a class which is having three properties, three functions. We have created the object of this particular class and we have given the value of these three properties, and we simply called all three functions. So till now what is happening, whatever we have in this particular class, we are exposing each and everything, like all the properties and all the functions. So what is the problem here? That is not a good approach. Like we cannot expose each and every property or method of any class to everyone. So this main is like everyone. So we cannot expose all the properties and functions and other things of a class to another class. So we have to restrict it at least minimum So how we can do that? Let me go to order class, and right now these functions are public, and let me make them private, both of them. Let me save it. Comes to our program module. So now both the functions are telling something like this is inaccessible due to its protection level. Reason is we have made them private, so now these functions are not accessible outside this class. So how we can access them? So this is create order function. Let me copy this and paste it over here. Same thing we will do with the order country. All right. So before doing the order creation logic, we are calling first. Let me validate the order value, and if it returns true, it means the order value is valid. Then we will validate the country, and if the country is valid, then we will come to the order creation logic, right? So these are the steps. Let me go to the program, and I need to delete both of them. So now this is the perfect example of encapsulation. So we just create an object of this particular single method like create order, and once we call this method, it will come here, and first it will execute this one, validate value, and after that it will execute the order country, and finally it will execute the order creation logic. So this is encapsulation. Like we have to minimize the logic complexity. Okay, so this is about, so what is essential, or what is the minimum part we can show to the rest world, that is encapsulation. Like earlier there were three functions, and right now it is a single function, so that is encapsulation. And what are the things required to create a module? That is abstraction. Like what are the properties, what are the functions we need to create a module? That is related to abstraction. So I hope you have cleared both the terms, like what is abstraction and what is encapsulations. Okay, now come to inheritance. For that, let me create another class. Let me give name of, like, let's say take details as a name. Okay, let me make it public. And here let me also take some properties. Property string, first name, prop is the shortcut, last name. Okay, and also let me take a function public string get details, return first name is first name, last name is last name. So we have a class like details, and it has two properties. First one is first name, second is last name, and it also has a function that is get details. Okay, let me also create another class. Or let me create class here also, public class student. Let me create a property for that, prop string student address. Okay, create another class. Let me give it a name like teacher. let me change it, teacher address, or let's say subject. So till now I have created three classes. One is details, which is having two properties and a function, and another one is student, which is having a property student address, and last one is teacher, which is having a property like subject. So let me show you what is inheritance. Inheritance means using the properties, like reusing the properties. So how to achieve that? So what I have done is I have just implement that particular details class to student class. So I have inherited all the properties of details to student. So let me show you what is. Let me also inherit this details. Okay, now get back to our program.cs. What is the main class? Details, student, teacher. So let me create a object of student class. Okay, so if I press student dot, so you can see we have all the properties like first name, get details, last name, and student address. But in student address we have a single property, but due to the inheritance of details class we are able to access this and this. Let me show you again. First name, last name, student address, right? So let me give name here, student 1, student dot last name equal last name, student dot student address equal test address. So this is the example of inheritance. Means we haven't created this first name last name properties in student class, but still we are able to access both of them because of inheritance. Or if you want to access the function also, so you can also use it. So that is example of inheritance. Now comes to polymorphism. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism means one thing in many forms. So let me get back to that particular details class. So let me create a function. For example, public int add. Okay, return 2 plus 2. Okay, that is a simple function which is returning 2 plus 2. Let me copy this, paste it. Int a, int b. Let me change the return statement, a plus b. So what it is doing, it is taking two parameters a and b and returning a plus b. So that is another example. Let me copy it, paste it. Float a, float b, float c. Okay, so let me, or let's say decimal, decimal, decimal. Okay, that is not the right way because we need to change it this plus c. So what is happening, we have a same method like add, but the parameters or the signature is different. Like this is blank method, this one is taking two integer parameters, and this one is taking three decimal parameters. So that is example of polymorphism. We are using the same function, but at the like at using it or at the runtime we are changing the parameters. Like we can use it a blank method, we can use it as with integer parameters, and we can also use it with decimal parameters. So that is an example of polymorphism, one thing in many forms. Like here one single add method is behaving like in three forms. One is blank, second one with integer parameters, and third one is float parameters. So that is an example of polymorphism. So that is all about encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. So this is the overall content of this video. I hope you get a clarity of all these four statements: abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. I hope you like the video, and if you like the video, kindly share it, like it, and if you have any kind of question or confusion, kindly make a comment, I will answer. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe it so that whenever I post a new video, so you will get the notification at the earliest. So see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.